Good afternoon and welcome to the Tuesday, February 11th, 2020 Public Works Committee meeting. Now is time for roll call and determination of quorum.
Kevin? Here. Robert?
Here.
Stroman? Here.
Thank you very much. Now is time for the adoption of the agenda.
So moved.
We got a motion by Councilwoman Armstrong and a second by Councilman Evans. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Now is a time for general public comment, a time for members of the public to discuss or express concerns to the committee on any issue not limited to items on the agenda. Action will not be taken at the meeting on any issue not on the agenda except by placement on the agenda by unanimous vote of the council members present. And we have one speaker request on, looks like two separate issues. From Mr. James Bellotta. If you'd come to the podium, give us your name, your address, and then if you would let us know what you want to speak on.
Hi folks, my name is James Bellotta. I live in Rapid City, South Dakota. I'm here for two separate issues. The first being, earlier this last year, the city passed a resolution to change the sewer backup rates for compensation for homeowners. The problem is no money's ever been handed out to my knowledge. We've never even been sent a form saying, please sign this so we can give you a check, or don't sign it if you're threatening a lawsuit. No one's even gone that far. In fact, we've had adjusters swap us around through the city's insurance company 3 times. We've gotten 3 separate denial letters, all for 3 separate reasons, all of which we are able to prove were wrong. The first denial letter said all the city engineers said don't pay the claim. We called them up. They said the city engineers specifically said don't pay the claim. They wouldn't give us a specific name other than it came from the city's office. The next denial letter we got said, we're sorry, this has been denied because it was just a rainfall event. The third letter we got saying this has been denied is because it wasn't an ongoing problem that you identified and told the city about prior. Well, many of us have proven that false as well. This is the 5th time this has happened to us in 15 years. And many of those years were in drought. So obviously it was a sewer related issue. I brought in design plans that the engineers have said, yes, we're going to change this. It's not good, and they're fixing it, and I believe it's slated to be done this year. So if it was enough for the city designers to say, hey, we need to fix it immediately, and I identified the problem and said, hey, look, here's the problem, and they said, okay, yes, we're fixing it, why is that not compensatable through the insurance company? And if it's not compensatable through the insurance company, why not through the city resolution that was supposed to pay us per foot? Because none of us that I'm aware of have even been given the opportunity to either deny or approve payment from the city. So that's the end of that issue. And I would like something to happen because it feels like we're getting strung along further and further and further. The city made a big to-do and, changed the resolution, add $1 or $2 a foot more. But if you're not paying anybody, that looks great on paper, but you haven't paid anybody, it looks horrible to us. Okay, so the second issue is we have people, I sit on the West Dakota Water Development District Board, and it came to our knowledge that city staff with the sewer mitigation or sewer projects in quiet went to a couple of our board members and tried and brought it to the board as a group then to request money from county taxpayers to go into the city's sewer water runoff infrastructure, which I found to be disgusting. The city already taxes people for the rain tax for sewer water mitigation and runoff. But now they're going after county dollars from a county water development board for people that don't even live inside city limits and basically are paying for something they have no dog in the fight over. People in Hill City, Keystone, who would not be able to apply for those dollars through the city would be able to apply through us, through West Dakota Water Development District, and the city wants to take those dollars themselves. And I found it a little disheartening that a couple of the people in the city went to a couple of our board members in secret, and one of these board members is a former city employee. And, you know, a lot of us board members thought, well, why did this happen, and why wasn't our board notified this was going on before it got, you know, surprised on us that the city's asking for our money soon. So that was another thing I wanted to let the city aware of, that a lot of us board members were not happy that the city was planning on asking us for money for their sewer projects. Thank you.
Thank you. And it doesn't look like I have any questions from anyone on the dais. Would you like to respond to that, Dale? So we will move on. I will close general public comment, and I will go on to consent items, items 1 through 20. I will open public comment. I have no speakers, so I will close public comment. I don't see anybody jumping up and down, waving their arms. And we will move on to approving, does anybody have anything they want to remove from the consent items? Items 1 through 20. We have a motion to approve from Councilwoman Armstrong, a second by Councilman Stroman. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? And do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn from Councilwoman Armstrong, a second from Councilman Evans. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. It was a very interesting, quick meeting.
Thank you.
Mhm.